Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Wednesday, August 14th, and we are here trying to help you make better, less bad financial decisions. Maybe you're making life decisions that touch your money. Whatever it is, we would love to chat with you. All you need to do to get in touch with us is to go to our website, jillonmoney.com, and click the Contact Us button. When you write your note, that's the email we receive. And you know we do emails from time to time. And of course, if you would like to join us live, check the box. Mark does everything else. He's the best executive producer in the world. Hey, Mark, I just want to say, we just had our 700th radio show. Did you like the love I gave you for that show? I did say,
yes,
right?
I heard all that yesterday as I was producing the show. Yes, very, very lovely, touching. It's been a long journey.
It's been a long journey is right. So if you want to listen to that radio show, you can catch it. We post it on YouTube, and you go to our website, jillonmoney.com, and you'll see that everything is there. But we just had our 700th weekly radio show. We started that show together in January of 2011. And here we are, Mark. Who would have thought? A baker's dozen years later, here we are, still doing this and having more fun than ever. It's great.
January 2011, back in those narrow hallways of the old CBS Broadcast Center.
Oh yeah.
As I was putting together the show, I was thinking of how we used to do it, how we started, and where it is today. I mean, we used to really essentially do that show live to tape,
Oh yeah.
And now we've discovered a few tricks along the way.
Exactly. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep doing this show as long as you'll have us. The podcast, the radio show, who knows? I'll keep doing TV as long as they keep doing it like that. It's great. But what is clear is that this is about you. So we want to make sure that you understand you drive everything we do. We do not do anything in this show that doesn't have something to do with you, your situations, not just, like the good stuff, but also the bad stuff. So whatever you need, we're here for you. Today, we are talking to Lynn, who's on the line from Los Angeles, one of my favorite cities, by the way. Lynn, there are so many people who say they talk trash about LA. I love LA. One of my best friends lives there, number one. Number two, it's gorgeous. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So lucky for you that you live there.
Yes, I agree.
All right, good. What's going on? How can we help you out?
Well, thank you both so much for having me. So my sibling and I inherited some rental property from our parents when they passed, and we've been managing them for about just under 10 years now. And we're getting pretty tired of that role of being a landlord. It's been pretty hard through COVID and all that. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at selling one of the properties. And my sibling would really like us to do a 1049 or
1031 exchange.
1031, sorry.
That's all right. Whatever. Who cares, right? Who cares? It's a lot. It's a number. It's a big exchange, which allows anyone listening. These 1031 exchanges mean you've got a big built up gain in a property, in a rental property. And what the IRS allows you to do is say, hey, you can move the gain from one property to another property. You can buy something else and bring that low cost basis and that gain with you to the new property. And you just are delaying when you have to pay the tax that's due. Now, if you really want to be cute about it, you'll be very smart and you'll die with that property, that 1031 exchange, and then your heirs get a step up in cost basis, and then the tax is never paid. It's unbelievable. However, it's a pain in the neck to do, and you need really smart people to help you out.
Yes.
All right. So what are you thinking? You just want to pay the tax and be done?
Well, I've done a set. I don't know. I'm closer to retirement than my sibling is. I'm 11 years older. Mm-hmm. I count on these funds. Well, we want to do a 1031 exchange into a triple net lease. And that's what I really wanted to get your advice on, that kind of an investment.
Well, I mean, look, can we just talk about the numbers associated with this so we can figure it out?
Sure.
Oh, you're good. Okay. How much is the building worth?
Probably $2.8 to $3 million.
Okay. And it's just you and a sibling? Just the two of you? Okay.
Yes, two owners.
How are you guys both doing in terms of just financial security? Just paint the picture of each of you for a second.
My sibling is in great shape. Many income streams, doing well. I'm I would say very good, but retirement's closer.
Mm-hmm.
I count on these funds. I don't want to do anything risky with these funds because I count on what they kick off to live on.
Okay. So what is your share of the income right now?
I would say approximately $6,000 a month.
Okay. For you, this is important, right? How old are you?
54.
Okay. So right now, are you working full time?
No.
Okay.
I have a lot of kind of gigs I do. The
Okay,
landlord job
how-
being one of them.
Really? Of this property?
Yeah.
Okay. So in addition to the $6,000 a month, what else are you bringing in income wise?
I have some spousal support. I probably have a little over about a year and a half more of spousal support. I have a side hustle that brings in about, $1,500 a month approximately.
Mm-hmm.
And then the money I get from the rental.
Okay. So the 6,000 plus the 1,500 a month. Are you okay with that? Are you
Well,
living
and then
okay?
there's 2,000 on top. The spousal is 2,000 on
I
top.
know, but I'm not counting that right
Oh,
now.
yeah. Okay.
So, because I feel like that's going away. So, could you live on 7,500 a month, the side hustle plus the building income?
Not really.
Okay, so you really,
yes. That's
so
not
you
true.
really,
That's not true. I can.
you could if you don't want to,
I like
right?
I like 10,000 more.
10's
but
good. I mean, 10's better than 8 for sure. So, okay, what happens if you were to do this 1031? Have you gotten any sense of what the income would be in a triple net lease?
Yes, it would be slightly more. Our
Mhm.
current cap rate is 0.046, and I think we'd be at like 0.05. So a little bit more, but everything's kind of placeholder numbers because the building's not listed yet. We have, we haven't picked a property to buy yet. I've been told, so it's slightly more than I'm getting now, but not significantly more.
So, okay. So if it's slightly more, my question to you is then what would you be looking at in terms of how in a year and a half are we making up that $2,000 a month that you're going to lose from the spousal support?
Well, I do. My life is complicated.
Okay. I know. I'm sorry to be so nosy, but it helps us understand.
It's part of it. It's actually, I've kind of already met that difference because my partner moved in with me about 9 months ago and is helping me with expenses.
Okay, that's
and
good.
Is sharing expenses with me. So
Okay.
I've actually that probably meets that part.
Okay, so what do you feel like is the critical question that we can help you weigh right now?
Whether to invest the money from a sale in a triple net lease or investing it in the market and, just being able to live off the, take money from that. Or if there's some other idea that you have that I haven't thought of.
Yeah. Okay. So when I look at these numbers, remember, let's say you sell the building, right? And you've got, you're not going to get $1.5 million. There's going to be, right? Let's say it's worth $3 million, but you got to pay tax on it, right? So you'll pay some tax on it. And let's say that you clear, I don't know, $1.2 million. Okay. I'm making that up. You cannot consistently create $6,000 a month from $1.2 million. So if you can find a way to 1031 this with a great lawyer, and I mean a great lawyer who's done this, who can hold your hand through this, and you really can go get yourself another building that will generate that $6,000 a month, that is actually a better deal for you than investing the money. And I know I usually don't say that, but if we're just talking about cash flow, that is essentially a better deal. The only problem that I am looking at here is that do you have other money that's invested?
I do. So that's what I did talk to my investment professional, and I have $864,000 in non-retirement money. And that person was telling me that between that money and the new money that I would be getting from a sale that I could generate
Yeah, but that's not the right, yes, that's true. And it's not the right comparison, right? Because you already have the 864, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
the thing that we have to really think about is if you had net this 1.2 million, what would it generate on its own? That's how you make the actual comparison. Now, that's if you had a sibling who said, we're out of this, I can't deal, I want my money, then yeah, of course, you could have $2 million and invested, right? You have your 800, you'd have 1.2 after taxes, you'd have $2 million, and you could probably generate comfortably about $5,000 a month. Okay. But that's less than 6. You'd have the access to the money. That's good. But it is not as good as having that triple net lease of a little more than $6,000 a month. And I know it's like, listen, they're both risks. Okay. You're risking being part of the real estate market. You're risking being part of the investment environment in the stock and bond market. Okay. That's really what we're talking about. But you look at, you're young. If you can boost your side hustle income, and if you feel like you and your sibling would really just rather be in real estate and you don't want to pay the tax right now, then maybe this is the better way. I'm sure that Mark is just dying that I'm saying keep this building.
Well, I've spent a lot of hours daydreaming about getting my hands on a triple net lease property. I haven't been able to do it yet, but if you can get one of those, man, those things can be quite lucrative.
Amazing.
Oh, you're a fan of them. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, they're amazing. Okay, but the thing is, if we can't, I do think that you'll be fine the other way. It's also important for you to essentially make this decision with your sibling. And especially, it sounds like you're both kind of inclined to do it this way, to go forward. But if you can't find something, then I think it's totally okay. I really do. If you want to add this to your basic, portfolio.
There's a lot on the market right now for triple net leases because interest rates are so high. People aren't buying a lot.
And the market's kind of tumbled also, like just the commercial real estate market's been under pressure.
Yes. So that makes it feel a little more risky.
Well, I don't look at it that way. I look at it the other way. No. Yeah. No. I look at it like, okay, great. That means that you may be able to scoop up a deal. I don't know. Look, they're both, it's always scary. Okay. I do think that this is not one of these situations where I'm freaking out for you. I just think that you just have to, you got to pick your head up and be realistic, right? Okay. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes. It's very helpful.
All right. Do you have kids?
I do. Yes, I have one.
Do you have all of your estate documents done?
I do. They need updating.
Okay. Very good. Yeah. All right. So I just want you to take a deep breath. Let us know what you find out there. And if you have more details, once you get more, do a little more investigation, let us know. We'll help you out. We're here for you, man. We got your back. I want to come visit in LA. I don't want to sleep in your triple net lease building, but I do love that. I do love that area. So thank you for getting in touch with us. Hey, gang, if you never know, right? Because here I am telling you that, I like liquidity. Oh, I like this. But now we get a call from somebody who's got a different situation. And that to me is what we love doing so much on this program. We love, love, love to be in the place where we're helping you out, guiding you through different situations and giving you good financial advice. So, or at least, I don't know, it doesn't always have to be like straight up advice. It could just be like a boost. It could be making sure you're contemplating all the different risks that exist. Most of the decisions that you guys are faced with are decisions about risk and which risk you think that you can really swallow most easily. Okay. I hope that helps. Hey, Mark, it's another great show. So thanks so much for listening, everybody. And if you've got a question, go to JillOnMoney.com, click the contact us button. Let us know if you would like to come on the air live. Don't forget to sign up for the free weekly newsletter and check out our Jill on Money live subscription service, $35 for 12 months. And you will gain access to quarterly live webinars, the back catalog of those webinars, and bonus video content. $35, such a deal. You can subscribe to us on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Please leave us a rating and review wherever you listen and put your hands metaphorically on someone's back. Someone needs a little boost, a little pat on the back, okay? Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.